be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Badgers offense will get the first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Hunt is on its way. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The LSU Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the pit. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the...
Wasting no time taking a shot. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Grab near the sticks. It's Watkins. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They'll leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Tigers are on the move. Right back to the well. Got some room under the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone.
kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
To the air, it's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Catch in the middle, it's Mason. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
That's where we got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Now the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive player.
Makes the catch. It's Bell. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Tigers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help it, turning it on. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winner. Jesse, that's some pressure. Man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation.
Turning on the Jets. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quick completion on the out route. He's loose. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NFL is real. So
and they will score. Touchdown, LSU.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. As you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, Monty Ball, how about Jonathan Taylor? Let's get it done now.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Working that left side now. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Under fire. Unleashes it on the run. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs, man. If you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react in a different way than offense.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Goodness, that happened fast. he was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There's some intensity on that. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the finish.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get up the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from...
Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Coming out with it, it's Barry Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Zips it out to his man. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Mason. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Edwards. He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. He wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Dupree. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Are forced to settle for 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. They're trailing by just 4 to Arizona State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Looking down the middle. Finds his man open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. LSU right back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Sharp. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Durham. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got his man in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be. And they've looked explosive today.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barry Johnson. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Trying to use the speed on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a
to give kudos to this defense. They are so well coached up. How about the awareness and the ability to play with great eye discipline? They located the football. They located that receiver on the jet sweep and were able to make the tackle.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Dupree. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Catch in the middle. It's Mason. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense. They're really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform. Everywhere, you're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds a man in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Trying play action. Puts it out of the air. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Edwards. Bring in the heat. Finds his man. It's Mason. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll try it over the left side. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm.
Early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker. Playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the 6. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Brown.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Gets it out quickly. Past the 40. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Going right to work up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the play.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And they're not on the same page there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up.
That was loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Ole Miss came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On 3rd and long, you have to turn it loose deep. He's taking the deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll take it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the double.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in